matchup between two former Oklahoma quarterbacks, Baker Mayfield, Jalen Hurts. But it's not about then, it's about now. Eagles, Bucks, Sunday on Fox. It's a rematch of last year's wild card game where Tampa Bay ended the Philadelphia Eagles' hopes, dreams, and aspirations, knocking them out of the playoffs. But this question, this topic, this moment, this time is about Shady McCoy. Because Baker Mayfield, drafted to the Cleveland Browns, #1 overall, has had an up and down tumultuous career. That is fine. But he has been good as of late, leading the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to the playoffs, knocking out Shady McCoy's Eagles. So, Shady, I have thought for a long time about your answer to this question. Can Baker win you over with the win over the Eagles? Another one over the Eagles on Sunday.
It depends how it looks, being honest, right? And I'm going to say no. Y'all can't lie, though. When y'all watched him last weekend, it was like, there goes Baker. Welcome back, Baker. Come on, y'all watch the game. But you know what? I'm going to say this, though, right? And I'm going to be respectful when I say this, but I'm going to be honest. There's nobody on sports television right now today that have been in the huddle and played with the quarterbacks that I've played with, though. From Patrick Mahomes, we think he's going to be the next GOAT. Tom Brady, Donovan McNabb, Josh Allen. I can go forever. Michael Vick, so I know quarterbacks. Yeah. I know quarterbacks. And when I see Baker, he's nowhere near that category. Right? When we talk about the #1 pick overall, you're supposed to, first of all, you're the best player in college, I guess, because you're getting drafted #1.
Yeah.
And are you a difference maker? When I watch him, I don't see that. I see a solid game manager. It's been his whole life, or his whole NFL career. In 7 years, bro, he has 2 winning seasons, bro. And then we're going to count last year where they barely got in the worst division in football at 9-8. It's like, for me to win me over, you got to be consistent. I'm not flip-floppy. I don't just, you have 2 good games and I'm with you. I don't really do that. You can have 4 or 5 years of being mediocre and regular, and I'm about to jump on your bed. I don't do that, right? When you're a good player, I ride with you. When you're not, you're not. You got to prove wrong to me. A guy like Sam Darnold, I think if he keeps doing it for 2 years, hey, man, it might be some change to that.
Yeah.
So, last thing about Baker Mayfield, and I don't want to bash him, because I think I always bash him, but all I'm saying is, for you to be this good player that y'all want to say he is, I don't want to see 1 game or 2 games, maybe 4 games. Show me a season. Yeah. And I don't want to see a season that you play in the worst division in football and you go 9-8 and y'all barely get in the playoffs and y'all beat Eagles beat-up team. It's the truth. That's all I'm saying, though. So it's nothing against him personally.
Yeah.
And this goes for everybody. Yeah. So
now,
because I know quarterbacks. So now y'all know I know quarterbacks. Respectfully talk to me differently.
Hey, we realize
that's keeping it a buck, dog.
Keeping it a buck, baby.
That's keeping it a buck, G.
Can we fact check? Because I just realized this. Shady's played with 3 Super Bowl MVP quarterbacks.
Come on, man. And I don't know quarterbacks.
And he didn't mention Nick Foles. Yeah. He done played with Nick Foles, got a Super Bowl MVP. Tom got a Super Bowl MVP. Yeah. Pat got a Super Bowl MVP.
Josh about to be MVP.
No one can be on that level, though.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? Like that's the gold standard. Are you okay with somebody being in the middle tier? Do you view Baker as like a middle tier? Because what has to change for you to put him up there?
Can I answer that? Can I answer that for you?
Yeah.
Let me answer for my
You're my lawyer.
Because as I'm
hold me down, dog.
Yeah, he might say something crazy.
No, because as I'm sitting over here, as my dog was going, I'm like, that's why. So, #1, don't ask this question no more. Because as I'm listening to him, that's why. He's seen so much great quarterback play, and you're asking him, can average quarterback play win him over? I play with Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre, so that's like you asking me too the same thing, like can Baker win? I seen greatness. That's what he's saying. I seen greatness, and y'all telling me a dude they thought was going to be great because they took him #1 overall has been average, and y'all asking me, can he win me over even if they win a game? My man been in a huddle with great quarterbacks, and you're asking him if an average quarterback can win him over. And now I understand my dog's answer. So the answer's always going to be no.
Yeah. That's a good point.
He's saying
standard of quarterback
standard is up there.
But like, okay, for example, right? He said Nick Foles, right? Now, Nick Foles at his best, and Baker Mayfield at his best.
Nick Foles, of course.
You see what I'm saying? So it's not about the
But Nick never had a great season.
But Nick was never the #1 pick, so that's what I'm saying, too. He's going off of the standards of a #1 pick.
No, it's
not a high standard.
No, for quarterback play.
The problem is y'all too, because y'all love Baker, y'all don't have a standard for who he really is. My thing is, you was the, think about this for a second, though, for real, though. When you were #1 pick overall, not even first round, #1 pick overall, you're supposed to be our franchise changer, right? And I haven't seen it at all from Baker Mayfield. Have y'all?
You want a playoff game?
I guess here's what I would
No,
suggest.
the answer is no.
Hold on. he did change, let's be honest. Let's be very, 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 very sober-minded and honest. He definitely changed the trajectory of the Browns franchise in totality.
Yep.
We took the Browns seriously. The Browns took themselves seriously enough to trade for Deshaun Watson because of what Baker and Kevin Stefanski were able to do.
Winning season with the Browns, Acho.
And that changed the trajectory of the franchise. Since when do we talk about the Browns? Again, I was drafted to the Browns, so I know the Browns, 76 who grows the Boulevard better than everybody.
And he was the reason why?
No, him and Kevin Stefanski. Absolutely. I cannot exclusively.
So we're not going to talk about the defense in that running game, the real reason why they was doing anything?
I mean, if you had 27 touchdowns and like 8 interceptions, I got to credit you. I got to credit
then
you.
again, that's us lowering the standard.
Yeah.
He's a #1 overall pick. So we're saying, Caleb Williams, you owe the Bears 1 winning season?
And one playoff game?
You get what I'm saying? So we can't lower the standard.
Here's my question, though, and again, I think it like this. Like, if you drop a genius into a third world country, what y'all think they finna do? Y'all think they about to win a Pulitzer Prize? They finna win a Nobel Peace Prize? Y'all think they finna solve cancer? If you drop a genius, if you drop the smartest baby in the world into a third world country, what y'all think gonna happen? I don't know if he is or not.
I know this.
I don't know if he is or not.
This is what I do know.
What you know?
They dropped Josh Allen to the Bills. We were not good. We were bad running the ball. We couldn't catch. Calvin Benjamin was our best wide receiver, which was crazy, right? And what did he do? He changed the whole thing. And right now he is so good.
He is.
He's so good that they don't have no all-pros on the offense.
Yeah. Probably not, no.
Wait, they really don't. I just had to do they have no all-pros on the offense, and they still pick to be one of the best teams in the NFL.
But you could go down. And
they in the same draft class. Did you know that?
But you can go down the line with every quarterback, though. Like, this dude was the #1 overall pick. You can talk to Lamars. You can talk to Joshes. You can talk to Patties. Like, that's changing.
But don't y'all think, okay, let's all, I love this show, because Chase, weigh in on this first. Weigh in on this first.
The standard that you guys are talking about is the absolute gold standard, Hall of Fame status, the quarterbacks you play with and the quarterbacks you play with. Two things can be true at the same time. Those are great. Baker's not going to get to great. You don't have to be great to win in this league. You don't have to be great. And so Baker knows that. Baker probably knows that. He wants to be himself. He followed Tom Brady in Tampa Bay. Let's just look at, like, his trajectory for his career lately. You talked about consistency. Over his career, he has not been consistent. I will give you that.
Has he been good over his career?
He's been
Average.
good. He's been above average. He's been above average.
But above average is not good, though, right?
No, but he's on his. But,
Okay, cool. So we agree somewhere.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, but the last 11 games, he's been better than good. Okay? Win-loss in the last 11 games, he's 8-3, ranks 3rd in the NFL. Passing yards per game, 253 in his last 11 games, ranked 9th. Total touchdowns, 25th, ranks 2nd in the NFL. This year, he ranks 3rd in the NFL with 7 total touchdowns. He's only got 2 turnovers. He's changed the trajectory of his career. I'm not saying he's going to be great. Two things can exist. Those tiers of quarterbacks will never be touched by Baker. You can be a good quarterback. Baker is a good quarterback. So he doesn't have to be. If he doesn't win you over being good, that's fine, because you played with a mate. Like, that's a crazy list. But he can be good and still do a good job running a team and winning a team with good quarterbacks in the NFL.
Okay, what I'm saying is, so let's just take because we know that's never going to happen. So put the greatness out of it.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about this being a really good quarterback.
I think he's been good, yeah.
I don't want to go to, like, last year and this year. It's hard to do all that, right? We talking about strictly last year's games and this year's games. I know you put it all together. I don't want to do that. But if we look at, because if you're doing that, we got to do his whole career. And I know you don't want to do his whole career because the numbers will show you that that's not really that good.
People can change, though.
People can change, right? A girl could be a bad girl and then she could be somebody's wife. So I agree with that. But when I watch Baker Mayfield, like because so fast it could happen. Justin Fields is playing solid right now, but so fast it can happen. You know why? Because we haven't seen more good than bad. So when I watch Baker Mayfield, right, in my opinion, he's been really above average. That's cool, but he hasn't been really, really good. So even like last game, he had 2 solid games, if you want to give it that. The first game and second game, solid, right? Made some plays.
Yeah.
But then last game, he went back to the Baker that I know very, very well.
But Shady, you know this. You talk about therapy all the time, big dog. And what I've heard, learned, been taught from therapists is like, you either have to look at the good and see the good, or look at the bad and see the bad. When you look at Baker, I feel like as soon as he does something bad, you're like, I told y'all, I knew it. As opposed to when he does something good, you don't have that same fervor. Yeah. Like, you've been waiting, not you haven't been waiting, because it's not like you have a vendetta against Baker Mayfield. But the moment he had a bad game, because he's played 3, he had an excellent game week 1.
And the second game was
solid.
I think won against the NFC Class
Correct,
eight
but
on the
just-
road.
we're
He
just
looked
talking
okay,
about
though. He
himself.
looked cool.
Touchdown run.
Excellent game. Week 1 was excellent. 4
Right,
touchdowns,
right.
excellent. Week 2, solid. It was good. Then week 3 was bad. But your yelling wasn't as loud for how good he was week 1 as it was for week 3.
My yelling when I be yelling, it's for his whole career though.
Can I answer this too?
Because his career has been like we just seen last week. So why would I not be more vocal on that? With his whole career